Hi and welcome to the channel. So in this video I'm going to do a Chinese takeaway style chicken curry. So whenever I go out visiting Chinese restaurants, when I'm helping out with my wife's spice blends business, which is Malat, what this channel is all about, when I go out and visit those Chinese restaurants, about 90% use a paste, a ready-made paste to make their curry sauce. About 10% still make their own, but it's very labour intensive. The trend seems to be to go to ready-made paste. I always use Cook's brand, which is what my local Chinese restaurant uses. That means I have to go to a Chinese wholesaler to go and buy that. And I have seen in the local stores a brand by Mayflower, which is a medium Chinese style curry sauce mix. So I thought I would give that a go today because it's a lot more accessible than something like Cook's brand. So I'm going to be using that today, which is this one. You can see this in B&M bargains, home bargains, that type of thing, the discount stores basically. So we're going to give this a go and we'll see how we get on. So ingredients for this recipe, really simple. So I've got this Mayflower Chinese style medium curry sauce mix, one large white onion which has been cut into large pieces, and 2 chicken breast fillets which I've sliced thinly. So first thing we have to do is make up the sauce. So on the packet it says a 2-minute simmer. That is not true at all. So basically a lot of these ready-made pastes for curry sauce mix are oil and flour, and that needs to be cooked through. And I've found that 40 minutes is the ideal time to actually simmer this for. So what happens is, if I only simmer this for 2 minutes, I'm going to get a very bland, very sort of floury kind of taste, not much taste to it at all, and that's because it hasn't been able to cook through. After about 40 minutes we get a deep, rich curry taste with a nice creamy sort of aftertaste from the coconut content which is in here. You won't taste that otherwise, it has to cook through. So with that in mind, we're going to be doing the curry sauce first, and this is basically a 1 to 4 mix. So 1 part curry sauce concentrate to 4 parts water, and I'm making enough for 4 people. Right, so for 4 people I'm using a cup measurement, so 1 cup of the paste, 4 cups of cold water, because this is a flour and oil mix basically. We have to cook this from cold. 3. That's about a litre. Put that last bit in. So this is going to be, I'm going to stir this now, get rid of all the lumps, put it on a medium heat, bring it up to a simmer, and then turn that heat right down and simmer this for that 40 minutes, that golden period, in order to bring all those flavours out. Right, now we've got the curry sauce simmering, we've got to prepare the chicken. So we've got our chicken breast fillet sliced. Going to be putting about a teaspoon of corn flour, over the chicken, a little bit of water, and about a teaspoon. Just mix that in. I'm going to cover this back up and just reserve this to one side for about 20 minutes. And the corn flour and water will ensure that this chicken stays nice and soft when we cook it. So once our chicken has been standing for about 20 minutes, we've now got our well-seasoned wok, about 2 centimetres of water in the bottom, bringing that up to a simmer. just add in our chicken and then just cook this through for about 3 or 4 minutes. So the two ways I've seen Chinese takeaways and restaurants cook or pre-cook meat for service, one is either to simmer in water like this, or the other one is to almost deep fry in about 2 or 3 centimeters of oil. And then what they have to do is remove the meat and then rinse it under the tap. Must be a regional thing. Obviously I don't want to cook the meat in, almost deep fry the meat, so I always choose this method. The reason that they don't shallow fry, I've asked this question several times, is because when we shallow fry meat, especially thin cut meat like chicken, it goes hard on the outside, dry on the inside. So obviously they don't want to do that. So after about 3 or 4 minutes, you're going to be draining this, cleaning the wok with some plain water, and then we'll cook the onion. So next thing to do is cook the onion. I am stirring the curry sauce every now and again, just to make sure obviously it doesn't burn on the bottom or we get a skin developing on the top. So there is a term, said it a few times in videos, especially to do with Chinese cooking, there is a term called wok hei, which is the flavour of the actual wok being transferred into the food. Really important with Chinese cooking, because we've cooked the sauce independently from the chicken and chicken's been done in water, there isn't an opportunity with those two ingredients to introduce this wok hei, this wok flavour. The only way we're going to do that is with the onion. So really important we get this wok nice and hot, so obviously all that flavour from the wok can get transferred into the onion. So I've got some vegetable oil in the bottom of this wok. Just going to heat this up, remove as much of the, or drain off as much of the vegetable oil as possible so the dish isn't too greasy. Get this up to a really high temperature now. Okay, and with the onion, going to cook this through for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so our 40 minutes are up now with regard to the sauce. We're going to put the chicken in. Start to introduce this sauce. Tiny bit more sauce. So if you've got any sauce left over, obviously I've just guessed this, if you've got any sauce left over, that will keep in the fridge, or you could actually freeze it if you wanted to. So that's it. Chinese takeaway style chicken curry. Next thing to do is taste it. Alright, so let's see what this is like. That's actually delicious. I've been making special trips to go and get Cook's brand curry paste from the Chinese wholesalers when local store just round the corner is selling this Mayflower stuff, and honestly, initial impressions, it smells the part, it tastes the part. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying or making special trips to the Chinese warehouse just to buy Cook's brand again. So there you go, Chinese takeaway style chicken curry made with Mayflower curry paste. It's actually delicious. So all these years I've been making special trips to the wholesalers to buy Cook's brand when I really didn't need to. So Mayflower, as I said at the start of the video, it's in a lot of stores, a lot of discount stores around the UK. It's definitely worth a try, and it's fairly inexpensive as well. I think you get about 20 servings from just one pot. Let's do a review. So definitely needs cooking through that curry paste for 40 minutes. Wok case, so the flavour from the wok will only be introduced really with the onions, so make sure that wok is as hot as possible for those onions. And that's basically it, really simple recipe. Please subscribe to the channel, and as usual, if you've enjoyed this particular video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching.